Krishna
Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, everyone. Please welcome all of you. As Premlata Prabhuji's speech is going on, I could see Achyut Prabhuji is telling, yes, this is our plan works. The BBB team, I could, whatever Mataji names, Prabhuji has just told all of our names. I could see only one qualification. We are all chatterboxes and kind of nonsense in the team, individual BBs. So you all might have thought of some way of engaging our nonsense, that to convert that also into devotion towards Krishna. So thank you for choosing us and engaging us in this service, serving you actually. Today's program, I heartily welcome all of, we could see 43 people. That's a very good number. As Prabhuji rightly said, this is for us. They have programmed this program for us to participate and for us to develop. So today I'm going to, there was a big game of guessing about what BBB could be. Many of the devotees have replied actually. Before revealing the right answer, I'm just going to tell what are other answers others have given. There are better names actually. Then I thought, after reading their answers, I thought we should have had a poll for naming the program instead of guessing it. So I'll just say a few names what they have given before I reveal who answered them correctly. So some answers are like Bhakti Beyond Books, Bhakti Bhajan Boga, Become Bhakta with Bhagavad Gita, Beauty Bhagavad Gita Blessings, Bhava Bhakti Bhagavata, Bhakti Bhajanam Bhava, Bhakti Bhajan Bhagavad Gita, Bhakti Bhajan Bina, and so many answers. And one hilarious answer what I got is Bol baby bol Hari bol. So many funny answers actually. And be better in bhakti. Many are relevant and apt, very nice names, better than what we have chosen actually. So very nicely they have thought and given. And out of all these answers, there are two winners who have given correct answers. I'm not sure whether they are in the call today or not. I'm not sure. I'm going to, okay, maybe I'll reveal the winners at the ending because there is a special surprise for them. Or I'll announce the names now and then I'll reveal the surprise, what is waiting for them. Right. So the winners are Malini Mataji from Kalyan Nagar Bivi, one Mataji, and Archana Mataji from Vrinda Group. So they both have guessed it correctly. So without any delay, I'm just going to present the poster that we have made for the name. What? So brace yourself. Can anyone just read it louder if you are viewing it? Bhakta Bhakti Bhagwan. Yeah, this is the name we have chosen for BBB.
Mataji Bhakta Bhakti Bhagwan.
Thank you, Lahari. Oh, you are also there. Okay. Thank you, Lahari. She also made some guesses. Actually, she told instead of BBB, change it to BBC. Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, she told. So that was right one, but we wanted, and there is a saying, Bhakti is all about, Bhakti is like a gravitational force between Bhakta and Bhagwan. As soon as this flower of Bhakti blossoms in the heart of a Bhakta, then Bhagwan, just like a black bee, he just draws towards the Bhakti flower in the heart of Bhakta. So Bhakti is like a binding bridge between a devotee and the God, Supreme Lord. So we just designed this program in thinking, in shaping all of us to be better devotees, bhaktas, by following the process of bhakti. There are, many 9 devotional process, you all know, Kirtanam, Smaranam, till Atma Nivedanam, one step by step. Either we can follow one or together. We all follow the process of bhakti and attract the all attractive Bhagavan. So that is the meaning behind we choosing the name Bhakta Bhakti Bhagavan. So we need all of your participation, not encouragement. We are not going to do anything. We are taking the position of encouragers, and we encourage you, support you, whatever you needed, and we are all going to be participating in this program to be a success, because it's for all of us. Does all of you wanted to be better devotees to attract the Lord? Yes, I want to be a better devotee. Yeah, I hope all of you want to be better devotees, right? So let us all become nice bhaktas, following the process of bhakti and attract Bhagwan. So we, with the blessings of Guru and Gauranga and all the Prabhujis and Matajis here, we are going to start today's program. So today's program, you all might have seen the invitation, the details of the schedule. So it starts with Kirtan by our dear Neelam Mataji. So Neelam Mataji, if you are ready, we can start with the Kirtan, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Can you hear me, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji.
You can. Always ready, Mataji. I don't know that my camera is ready or not.
Yes, Mataji. We could see you, Mataji. You are good to go, Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Okay. We'll start, Mataji. Okay. Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna to all my leaders, all the leaders of this group, and all the members, Prabhujis and Matajis. Hare Krishna. We'll start, Mataji. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्ता स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरधरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरधरधारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यमुना तीरावन चारी यमुना तीरावन चारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरधरधारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. जय गंधर्विका गिरधारी, गंधर्विका गिरधारी, गौर हरि। जय गंधर्विका गिरधारी, गंधर्विका गिरधारी, गौर हरि। जयो लक्ष्मी नरसिंह, जयो अनंत रे, लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जयो अनंत रे। जयो राधा माधव, राधा माधव श्री राधे। जयो राधा माधव, राधा माधव श्री राधे। जयो जगन्नाथा, जयो बलदेवा, सुभद्रा माई जयो सुदर्शन। जयो जगन्नाथा, जयो बलदेवा, सुभद्रा माई जयो सुदर्शन। जयो कृष्ण बलराम, जयो कृष्ण बलराम, कृष्ण बलराम, जयो कृष्ण बलराम। जयो राधा श्याम, जयो राधा श्याम, राधा श्याम, जयो श्री राधे। जयो पंच तत्वा, जयो पंच तत्वा, पंच तत्वा, जयो पंच तत्वा। जयो शत गोस्वामी गुरु परंपरा, शत गोस्वामी गुरु परंपरा। जयो जयो प्रभुपाद, प्रभुपाद, प्रभुपाद। जयो जयो प्रभुपाद। जयो जयो गुरुदेव, गुरुदेव, गुरुदेव। जयो जयो गुरुदेव। निताय गौर हरि बोल, हरि बोल, निताय गौर हरि बोल। जगद्गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। निताय गौर सीतानंद प्रेमानंद जी, हरि हरि बोल।
Hare Bol. Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you so much for your loving Kirtan. I hope everyone have enjoyed the nectar of this Kirtan. So now I welcome Harish Prabhu for the next category. Yeah, I could see Harish Prabhu is ready. Harish Prabhu, please welcome. You are the one who is going to initiate this program today on the first day. Welcome, Harish Prabhu. Whenever you are ready, you can please start.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Mataji. So, Hare Krishna Matajis and Prabhujis, Dhanvat Pranams to all. Thanks for giving this wonderful opportunity to purify myself. And I would like to apologize if there are any mistakes. Please apologize me. And thanks for taking up this wonderful initiative. So I'll begin with my shloka. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Ena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Ena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamayam Datati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurum Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunantam Vitam Satjivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Litam Shri Vishatam Vitam Cha Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityanamane Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Tishatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So today I'll be discussing shloka from chapter 4 Transcendental Knowledge and shloka number 9. Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tatvatah tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti swarjuna. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. One who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon leaving the body, take his birth again in this material world, but attains my eternal abode, O Arjuna. So this shloka basically stresses on the path, or Krishna is giving a path where we are all, to achieve the ultimate goal which we are all seeking for. So here this shloka is divided into 4 sections. Janma karma, divyam, yoveti tatvatah, tekta deham punarjanma. So I'll be going in depth on these 4 sections. So the first section, Janma Karma, birth and activities. So as you all know, Lord's birth is completely different from us. It's beyond the gunas and activities are eternal. And Lord proved to be God at his early childhood. Lord's activities can never be imitated. It had always a purpose. So here, can anyone tell me where the Lord's activities cannot be imitated? Can anyone?
In death.
Okay. Activities?
Knowledge, Prabhuji.
Sorry, Mataji?
Knowledge, Prabhuji.
Great, Mataji.
He is present everywhere, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Service.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna,
He
Prabhu.
accept the service, we are survivor.
Sorry,
Maybe
Prabhuji.
that he is accepting service, we are just giving service. Maybe that we can't imitate.
True, Prabhuji.
Accepting service. Yeah.
True, Prabhuji.
Lifting Gordon, Prabhuji.
Wonderful, Mataji. Wonderful. Hari Bol.
His Brahma Vimohan Leela and Kaliya Mardhan, this and all can nobody, and Ras Leela with gopis, this nobody can imitate.
Exactly, Mataji. True. Wonderful.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So we only imitate certain activities of Krishna where we can hit the pot, steal butter. Only even in skit and dramas we can do this. We cannot lift Govardhan hill and demonstrate. So it cannot be imitated. So Lord's activities are always intended for the protection of good and to enable them to take refuge under Lord. It always had a lesson for us to teach. For example, when Krishna was born, Vasudeva's hand, which were tied, which were hanged, got released immediately. What does this lesson teach? What this pastime teaches is, when we have we have Krishna in our hands, all the bondages just release like this, just releases as it has been released from Vasudeva's hand. So there's a lot of pastime. I mean, all these pastimes teaches us a lesson which we can learn. So Jiva Goswami explains, quoting from Srimad Bhagavatam, "Na vidyati yasya cha janma karmavanam nama rupe guna dosha evava tatapi lokapyaya sambhavyaya swamayaya tani anukulam rachati." The Supreme Personality of Godhead has no material birth activities, name, form, qualities, or faults. He comes in the form of a human being like Lord Rama or Krishna by his original internal potency. He has immense potency and in various forms, all free from material contamination. He is therefore Supreme Brahman. So moving to the next section, which we have Divyam. Divyam means which is not approachable by normal logic. So we cannot understand Lord's activities or past in just from our material speculation or mental speculation. So we should one how to understand Lord's pastimes or activities is only through devotional service and by Lord's mercy. Then we can understand Lord's activities. So Purusha Bodhini Shruti states here, Eko Devo Nitya Leelanu Sakto Bhakta Vyapi Hridayantaratma. So the one Lord who's inconceivable, engaged in eternal pastimes, is spread in the devotees and resides in devotees' heart. So our mental speculation or material knowledge cannot be applied in understanding spiritual or transcendental pastimes. The third section, Yo Veti Tattvataha. He who knows Lord's activities are truly eternal. Here Madhvacharya states, by knowing and furthermore correlating this knowledge from different Vedic texts and applying it to one's everyday life, will the ultimate attainment be gained, and there is no other way. So here this verse basically stresses on the importance of practically applying the knowledge through devotional service. So Srila Prabhupada says, simply by accepting this truth on faith, one can without a doubt attain liberation. Which means if hearing of Shastras led to the development of faith, that means it's been practically applied. I repeat, hearing of Shastras led to the development of faith, that means it is being practically applied. Coming to the last section, Tyaktva Deham Punarjanma. Naiti Mameti Su Arjuna. So Tyaktva Deham Punarjanma. This indicates the last condition of life. For not only on giving up the body, one does not take birth again. So here Krishna also says, but even while not giving up the body, before that one attains me. So the actual meaning what Krishna is meant to say here is, one who can understand the true appearance of the Supreme Godhead is already liberated from this material bondage. So he might not even wait up to his giving up the body. He is already liberated. I mean, he's free from all this material bondage. So with this, I would like to conclude with 3 takeaways from this shloka. My first takeaway is, Lord's activities are always transcendental and it has always served a purpose and always has a lesson to teach. We cannot take as a normal story or normal pastimes. It is always eternal. It is always, there is some lesson to learn for us and practically apply in our life. So like, when we all know the pastimes of Sudama and Krishna, when Sudama went to meet Krishna, so we know that Sudama only humbled for love of Krishna and nothing else. He never used Krishna for his fulfilling his material desires or material purposes. But he just he wanted to have, he wanted just Krishna, but ultimately Lord provided all the material needs for him. So this is one takeaway. The second takeaway is, hearing Shastra should always take me closer towards Krishna, takes all of us closer towards Krishna. It should increase the faith more and more. It should not take away from the Krishna. So this is one takeaway. And the third takeaway which I would like to say is, here Srila Prabhupada, as Srila Prabhupada used to say, with the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, with Srila Prabhupada, it was being made possible where theoretical knowledge and practically it was, we could apply practically in our lives. So all the knowledge, hearing the pastimes and practically applying in our life under the guidance of Guru and senior Vaishnavas, which we are all doing today. So that can lead us to ultimate goal, which we're all seeking for. And I know most of us, most of you have attended these sessions so we'll continue with these sessions, attending and to benefit ourselves. With this, I would like to conclude my talk. Thanks for this wonderful opportunity, and please apologize if there are any mistakes. Thanks a lot, Prabhuji and Mataji.
Hare Krishna, wonderful. Thank you so much, Harish Prabhuji. That was a wonderful, sweet talk on the Bhagavad Gita shloka and a very nice points and the takeaway points you have highlighted. I hope everyone heard and understood what Prabhuji has shared with all of us. So, yeah, thank you so much, Prabhuji. We encourage all of you, Harish Prabhuji, to take part in the sessions again and again. We would like to hear from you. Thank you so much, Harish Prabhuji, for your voluntary participation in the session, first session. So this is always going to be special. So now I would like to welcome Sai Aditya from Kalyan Nagar BV, as well as Vaikunta children. He represents two groups today. So Sai Aditya, if you are ready for a bhajan, we are going to have a bhajan now.
Hare Krishna everyone, Dandavat Pranam, I'm Sai Aditya, and today I'm going to recite a bhajan on Bhajahu Remana written by Govindadas. So first I'm going to read the translation. O mind, just worship the lotus feet of the son of Nanda, which makes one fearless. Having obtained this rare human birth, cross over this ocean of worldly existence through the association of saintly persons. Second verse, both in the day and at the night, I remain sleepless, suffering the pains of the heat and the cold, the wind and the rain. For a fraction of flickering happiness, I have uselessly served wicked and miserly men. What assurance of real happiness is there in all of one's wealth, youthfulness, sons, and family members? This life is tottering like a drop of water on a lotus petal. Therefore, you should always serve and worship the divine feet of Lord Hari. Fourth one, it is the desire and great longing of Govinda Dasa to engage himself in the 9 processes of bhakti, namely hearing the glories of Lord Hari and chanting those glories, constantly remembering him and offering prayers to him, serving the Lord's lotus feet, serving the Supreme Lord as a servant, worshipping him with flowers and incense and so forth, serving him as a friend and completely offering the Lord's one's very self. So I'll start by Bhajahu re mana Shri Nandanandana Abhaya Charanaravinda Bhajahu re mana Shri Nandanandana Abhaya Charanaravinda Durlabha manava janama satsange Durlabha manava janama satsange Taruhu bhava sindure Taruhu bhava sindure Bhajahu re mana Shri Nandanandana Abhaya Charanaravinda Sita tapa bhata barishana Sita tapa bhata barishana Idena jamini jagire Idena jamini jagire Befala sevenu kripana durjana Chafala sukala balagire Chafala shukala balagire Bhajahu re mana Shri Nandanandana Abhaya Charanaravinda Idena yavana putra parijana Idena yavana putra parijana Ite ke ache parati tire Ite ke ache parati tire कमल दल जल जीवन तलमल बजहु हरिपद नीति रे बजहु हरिपद नीति रे बजहु रे मन श्रीनंद नंदन अभय चरण रविंद रे श्रवण कीर्तन स्मरण वंदन श्रवण कीर्तन स्मरण वंदन पाद सेवन दास्य रे पाद सेवन दास्य रे पूजन सखी जन आत्मा निवेदन गोविंद दासा बिलास रे गोविंद दासा बिलास रे बजहु रे मन श्रीनंद नंदन अभय चरण रविंद रे दुर्लभ मानव जन्म सचंगे दुर्लभ मानव जन्म सचंगे तरोए भव सिंधुरे तरोए भव सिंधुरे भजहु रे मन श्रीनंद नंदन अभय चरण रविंद रे भजहु रे मन श्रीनंद नंदन अभय चरण रविंद रे भजहु रे मन श्रीनंद नंदन अभय चरण रविंद रे अभय चरण रविंद रे
Hari Bol. I
Hare
just
Krishna.
Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Thank
Hare
you so
Krishna,
much.
everyone. Thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity to serve the God.
Hari Bol, Saitya. That was a wonderful bhajan by you. Very nicely sung. I just wanted to take 1 minute for just tell about Saitya. He's a very shy boy actually who never have done anything like this before. Maybe he never came in front of everyone. He talks very little. He's not an introvert, but he stays to likes to stay calm. Like that we think he's an introvert or not mingling with anyone, but he's a very nice devotee who do 16 rounds every day without fail. Even though he is having his final exams today, as soon as I just told him, he was readily accepted and practiced to do the kirtan today. Thank you so much, Saitya. I hope taking him
Thank
as an
you, Mataji.
inspiration, all of us devotees who are aspired to become bhaktas through the process of bhakti to attract the Bhagwan, we all volunteer ourselves to do more and more bhajans like this. Thank you so much, Saitya. Hari Bol. So now we'll go to the next category. Vedant Prabhu is going to present the story of great Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur, glorious pastimes of Srila Haridas Thakur. Vedant Prabhu, whenever you are ready, please start.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji and Mataji's Dandavat Pranam. Thank you so much for giving me this wonderful opportunity to serve you all and so that I can make my spiritual advancement. So, Mataji, is it possible that you make me the presenter? So I can share my screen.
Yes, Vedant Prabhu. Yeah, you are a co-host now.
Thank you, Mataji. So, Mataji, can you see the screen?
Yes, Prabhu, we could see.
So, Hare Krishna. So today, as you know, I'm going to present about the glories of Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur. So, Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shanyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktarinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So Hare Krishna. Yes. So the first pastime is the deliverance of the prostitute. So this is quite a common pastime, but still we have a lot to learn from this. So, so this all started. Srila Haridas Thakur was gaining popularity because Srila Haridas Thakur was such a great devotee, and he was a great scholar, and he used to chant 300,000 names of Hare Krishna Mahamantra every day. So which is 192 rounds. So like so and there was a envious person named Ramchandra Khan, and he thought that like he was a Muslim, and he's trying to show that he's a pure devotee, and not understanding the devotion of the Lord and the devotees, he sent a prostitute to Srila Haridas Thakur, and his plan was he'll send a prostitute to Srila Haridas Thakur along with one of his guards, so that he can catch them and then defame the name of Srila Haridas Thakur. So he called the prostitute, and however the prostitute told that I want to have union with him once. So then the next day you can send the guard with him. Then the Ramchandra Khan agreed. The prostitute went over there, and she saw Srila Haridas Thakur. He was chanting the holy name of the Lord, and he was and she went over there and offered obeisances to Srimati Tulsi Maharani, and then she offered obeisance to Srila Haridas Thakur. And then she started to glorify Srila Haridas Thakur, saying, you are so young, your body is so young, well built, and I desire your association, and if you don't give me that, I will certainly kill myself. And Srila Haridas Thakur said, I shall accept you without fail, but you will have to wait until I finish chanting my Hare Krishna on my beats. So Haridas Thakur's conviction and faith in the holy name was like the lines on a stone. They are permanent. They never go off. So she sat over there and the whole night, and Srila Haridas Thakur continued to chant. And by the time when it was morning, she left. And she told Ramchandra Khan that Haridas Thakur has promised me that today he will fulfill my desire. Then the next day again she went, and Srila Haridas Thakur again told that, see, I have to chant, actually have taken a vow of chanting 10 million names of Lord Krishna this month. So I have to fulfill that. Please wait, and please forgive me of my offense, showing his humility. And he said, please forgive me of my offense that I promised you something fake. And Srila Haridas Thakur continued to chant, not worrying about anything. And over there, Mataji, and while sitting over there, Mataji also prostitute she saw Haridas Thakur, and she also thought that, okay, Srila Haridas Thakur is chanting, I will also chant, and she started to chant the name of Lord Hari. And then sudden the morning came, and she again had to leave. Finally, the third day when she came again, Srila Haridas Thakur continued to chant. She again came, offered obeisance to Tulsi Maharani, and sat next to Haridas Thakur. But however, as night approached, she fell at the feet of Srila Haridas Thakur and said, "Oh my Lord, please forgive me. I have committed an offense." And just by hearing the names of the Lord from a pure devotee, her contaminated heart had completely changed. And Srila Haridas Thakur told that I knew that Shri Ramchandra Khan had done something like this, and I was just about to leave. But when you came, I thought that I will give you Krishna Bhakti and leave. And that prostitute who was so sinful shaved her head, sat over there, as you can see in the image, chanting 192 rounds, like Ramacharya Srila Haridas Thakur himself, and continuing this. And this pastime is just so amazing that Srila Haridas Thakur's mercy is just unparalleled. So moving on to the next pastime. So this pastime is Srila Haridas Thakur, the most merciful. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says in his Shikshashtakam, Trinadapi Sunichena Tarorapi Sahishnuna Amanina Manadena Kirtanaya Sadahari. So in this, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu mentions that one must be more tolerant than a tree. So on a tree, when you hit a stone, if someone hits us, we will give him back. But however, on a tree, if you hit a stone, it will give a fruit. Haridas Thakur's compassion is just like that. The Muslims, the king over there, and there were Muslim rulers, and again the Qazi of the wicked Qazi over there, out of envy and hatred, and thinking that okay, he's just a Muslim, he's trying to convert himself, and no, that's not happening. And he just tries to challenge Srila Haridas Thakur and tells the king that no, we have to punish him. And Srila Haridas Thakur comes and tells that he explains that how that even I am doing the same thing. It does not depend that which religion are you. There are different people who follow different faith, and Lord accepts everything. And the one who's trying to block all the other people who are trying to follow their faith is the one who's betraying the Lord himself. And the king understood the point. However, he had respect for the Qazi and he had to listen to him. And the king then ordered that as the Qazi said, and the Qazi's cruel mind said that Haridas Thakur be beaten in all the 22 marketplaces. And this was a very horrible incident. However, the Lord never forgives the offenses towards his devotees. However, over here, when Srila Haridas Thakur was being beaten up, all of the guards over there were shocked, because they couldn't see any pain in Srila Haridas Thakur's body. Srila Haridas Thakur was smiling, and as the beating grew, his chanting grew, and he was very happy. Hare Krishna, sorry for the disturbance. So then as this continued, Srila Haridas Thakur's chanting grew, and after this incident followed, and Srila Haridas, all the 22 marketplaces ended, but Srila Haridas Thakur was still smiling and chanting. And the guards then proceeded to say, okay, now if you don't die, then this Qazi, he will kill us. What will we do? Then as soon as Haridas Thakur heard this, he who did not die because of being whipped in 22 marketplaces immediately left his body out of compassion. And they all thought that, suddenly they were shocked at what happened. Then the Qazi thought that, okay, his body shouldn't be buried, because they thought out of the rituals or whatever that if this body is buried, he will go to heaven. So instead of that, the Hindus over there hated him too. The Smarta Brahmanas, caste Brahmanas, they only thought of name and fame and considered him as good as a Muslim. And so they decided to throw Haridas Thakur's body into the river Ganga. So as they threw the body into the river Ganga, Haridas Thakur's body floated to the bank, and Haridas Thakur gained again from his trance and started to dance and chant the names of God. Everyone was shocked after seeing this, and Srila Haridas Thakur then was brought to the king, who fell down at his feet and asking for forgiveness, and Haridas Thakur willingly agreed for this. And the most surprising thing after this is when Srila Haridas Thakur met Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that, Srila Haridas Thakur, your mercy is so much that when they were beating you, you only thought that, okay, please Lord, please deliver them, please deliver them. And they're thinking of you, that we're going to kill him, he's just a fool, was nothing in comparison to you glorifying them and praying for them. And so they have been awarded liberation, and I wasn't able to kill them. Mahaprabhu said that I was just ready with my Sudarshan Chakra to come at any time to kill them, but your compassion did not allow me that. And after this, Srila Haridas Thakur paid obeisances to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and left. There is a small pastime in which Sripad Sanatan Goswami had met Srila Haridas Thakur, and in his he used to live in a small one-room hut. So Srila Haridas Thakur, Sripad Sanatan Goswami had come over there, and he told that, "Oh, Namachar Srila Haridas Thakur, there are people who preach but don't practice Krishna consciousness, but preach very well. They will preach different things, but they don't practice. And there are some people who practice very well but don't preach. But you are the best example of preaching through your practice." So Srila Haridas Thakur's pastimes are just endless. His glories are endless. So soon after this, Srila Haridas Thakur had appeared approximately 35 years before Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So his Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's close servant Govinda and god brother, he went to give Mahaprasad to Srila Haridas Thakur, who was lying over there, just chanting his name, chanting on his beads very slowly. And the Govinda was shocked after seeing this, and he immediately told Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, "This is the scene." And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came the next day, and he saw. And he asked Srila Haridas Thakur, "What has happened? And are you fine?" Srila Haridas Thakur replied humbly that, "My body is fine, but my mind is not well." Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu proceeded to ask that, "But what is your disease?" He answered that, "My disease is that I am not able to complete my rounds because of my old age." And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then told him that, no, you've become so old, and please, it's okay, you can just let down your woe and you can rest. But Srila Haridas Thakur never agreed to this, and just responded that, "I have had one desire from a very long time, and I think quite soon, my lord, you will bring me close to your pastimes within this material world, and before that time comes, kindly let my body fall down in your presence." And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu argued that, "No, how can you leave me before? How can you leave me here alone? Because of you, I have got the taste of chanting holy names." So after this, and Srila Haridas Thakur departed, and he kept the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu on his chest and left the body. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, out of ecstasy, held his body and danced the whole night. So all glories to Srila Haridas Thakur, whose mercy is unbound and unparalleled. And Hare Krishna. And please forgive me if I made any mistakes or anything, because I'm just no one, just trying to preach something. So please bless me so that I can make some advancement in Krishna consciousness. And Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Thank you so much, Vedant Prabhuji. That was a wonderful presentation, to the point about Srila Haridas Thakur. I hope everyone have understood various glorious pastimes of Srila Haridas Thakur said by Vedant Prabhuji. That was a wonderful presentation. Thank you so much, Vedant Prabhu. Can we all unmute and say one Hare Krishna Maha Mantra for all the three who are presented today? I request all of you to unmute once before we proceed further. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
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 Rama, Rama Rama,
Neelam Mataji also. Yeah, Neelam Mataji. She's a part of our team, Prabhuji, so our team doesn't take any credit.
Achha. No, we can always say Hari Bol too.
Yeah, Hari Bol, Neelam Mataji. Yeah. So, that was a wonderful program today. I hope all of you have enjoyed it. So, as I have told, we have few questions from today's session. Like a small quiz. Don't get scared away. It's nothing. It's open to all. We are not just going to pinpoint anyone. just to check how much we have heard or remember. It's for our own benefit. So I'll just ask few questions from 3 categories. So any one of you whoever can answer, they can just unmute and answer. It can be a group answer. All of you can do that, not anyone. So I'll just take two questions from each category like that. So whoever can answer, please. So from the first category, can anyone tell which shloka Harish Prabhu has taken today to explain?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
4.9.
4.9.
4.9.
Correct.
4.9.
Gita 4.9. So many have actually heard and remembered. Thank you so much. And the next question. Harish Prabhu has told one example of one devotee while explaining the 3 takeaway points. Example of a devotee who is also a dear friend of Krishna. Can anyone remember who is that?
Sudama.
Sudama.
Sudama, yes, Sudama. And one person who made all this theoretical knowledge accessible for us, and only because of him we are able to apply all the theoretical knowledge we are getting in our practical day-to-day life. Who's that person?
Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Prabhupada ki jai. So moving on to the next category. Which bhajan did Sai Aditya Prabhuji has sung today? Can anyone remember?
Jaramana Shri Nanda Nandana.
Bhajakuremana, yes, Bhajakuremana. How many verses that bhajan had?
4.
Yes. Who is the author of that Bhajakuremana?
Govindas Kaviraj.
Yes, Hari Bol. For Lahari, everything is Prabhupada. Okay. And from the third category, we have heard a glorious past tense of one great devotee. Who is that devotee?
Haridas
Yeah. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu just relished the chanting he does, and he has given a title for Srila Haridas Thakur. Can anyone tell what is the title? Namacharya. How many rounds does Srila Haridas Thakur chant every day?
192.
192. Yes, 64 rounds 3 times a day. Go count to 192 rounds. Yes. And Vedant Prabhu has mentioned about one Goswami while telling the last pastime of Srila Haridas Thakur. Do you remember which Goswami is that?
Sanatana Goswami.
Goswami.
Hari Bol. There ends our quiz. And one last question, which is the visual round. You have to identify who is that. That person is going to come in front of you. One clue is tomorrow we are going to celebrate something about that person. Identify.
Oh, somebody.
Srivachadi Prabhu.
Gadadhar Pandit.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is his appearance day.
Advaita Acharya.
People, yes, I think Yes, so he wanted to say something to all of us.
Oh Krishna, where are you, my Lord? Please come to us. I'm missing you so much, my dear Lord. Please come. Yes, where is Krishna? Oh.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, thank you so much. Hare Krishna, that's a little surprise as we have tomorrow appearance day of Srila Advaita Acharya. So we thought to use this face mask. which she has already prepared for her school thing. So we just, Advaita Acharya has come to our session to bless us also to become better bhaktas. Thank you so much, Larry. Hari Bol. So now I'm going to announce the surprise gift. Do we have the winners over the call? Malini Mataji and Archana Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Malini Mataji, Archana Mataji. Congratulations. So I'm very happy to announce you that the surprise gift is like you got a lucky chance to be the presenters for the next session.
I thought this will happen.
A real surprise.
Hare Krishna.
It is more a shock than surprise. No.
Mataji, aren't you surprised? Malini Mataji and Archana Mataji.
Fallen down, Mataji. They'll take some time to get up and respond to you.
Actually, our BBB team also doesn't know what is the surprise. They were asking Mataji, we are a team. Please let us
Mataji,
know.
next time they will not answer.
Next time, nobody will answer.
Yes, Mataji, it is correct.
See? Mataji, same trick we don't play, Mataji. Our trick means it would be something different, right? They always should fall for that. Because that trick is coming from the tricker Krishna, not me. So Krishna has chosen you, Mataji. He only gave that idea to your mind to tell the correct name, and he wants you to present next week. So you can't say no to that, right? That is the bumper lucky draw. So I just did tell our team because I just want them also to enjoy this being revealed. So Malini Mataji, Archana Mataji, please feel free to contact us. We'll discuss what to be presented. It's not a force, but it's just like if you are ready and everything cooperates, you can be the presenters along with the other person also. So it's going to be, the program is going to be like this. Every week we'll have 4 people who is interested in doing Kirtan at the starting. They can just tell any of our team members or your respective Bhakti Vriksha leaders that I wanted to do Kirtan in the next Sunday program. Then I wanted to take up a philosophy about the Lord. Yes. Not that Kirtan every time. So we'll have one bhajan and one philosophy section, one bhajan, and then about Gauri's pastimes of various devotees of the Lord. So we'll have that 4 sections every week like this. Hope you all have enjoyed. We'll just leave the last few minutes for anyone to talk or tell their reflections about how you felt about today's program. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, it is wonderful concept, Mataji. That's a lot of varieties in that. Actually, the bhajan and the sloka that I like that particular one that Harish Prabhu, the 4.9, he wrote and summarized that particular sloka. There are a lot of important slokas in Bhagavad Gita that we can realize here. That is one of the very good initiative. Yeah, we'll see, Mataji, how it goes. That's anyway, really happy the way it's conducting. Thank you all your effort, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Manikantan Prabhuji, for sharing your thoughts. And any of you, feel free to contact any one of us to me if you want to incorporate something else, any changes going forward. We'll have skits or whatever special abilities, devotional abilities you all have. We always have this platform to showcase. So please come forward. Anyone else wanted to speak? Achyuta Prabhuji.
No, actually, I'm dumbstruck in terms of the way this whole program has been conducted. So all glories to all the Matajis. Once again, Premadatta Prabhu, with your permission, all the Matajis are leading the way. And I always remember this this quote from our Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj. He said, Matajis, Vaishnavis, that's the word he used. Vaishnavis are our secret weapon. So all the Matajis who are formed as a group, Vishnu Priya Mataji, Saraswati Mataji, Neelam Mataji and Lalita Mataji, right? So all of you
Sangeeta Mataji
have done a fantastic job. So in making sure that the program is already, it's a big roaring success on the day one itself, the first week today. So all glories to all your efforts and making sure all of us are engrossed for the last 1 hour now. So it's been really wonderful. And all the participants, absolutely, they're like Vedant Prabhu, Harish Prabhu, Sai Aditya. I was just amazed the fluency, the rhythm, the way the exponent of all the songs, as well as the bhajan kirtan, as well as the two mini sessions they gave. It was so enriching and so fluent. They've already leaders in the making. So Premdada Prabhu, maybe we'll have to maybe retirement.
That's the whole purpose, Prabhu.
So
that's the whole idea
very
of this
beautifully
program.
done. Yeah. Very, very wonderful done. So it sort of sets a very high bar, raise the bar now on the first week itself. So the next four set of speakers, the devotees who will be there, I'm sure they will start excelling beyond this and work towards making sure all of us have this Bhakti Lata Bija developed in all of our hearts. So all glories, and we pray to Lord Sri Krishna, Gandharvika Giridhari, Srimad Mahaprabhu, to shower all their costless mercy upon all the devotees. Quite interactive as well. All of them were, all the answers were, questions were answered, Vishnu Priya Mataji. So everybody were glued. That much is clear. So the intent, I think, is slowly coming out and is achieved in terms of making sure we get that. So wonderful, wonderful. All our prayers for another blockbuster session next week.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Anyone else wanted to share your thoughts before we close the session?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Vedant Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, this is Harish Mataji. Am I audible, Mataji? Can you hear me?
Yes, Harish Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, thank you so much. So I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Sridhar Prabhuji family, because they're the one who brought me to this philosophy. They took care like anything. We had constant Saturday, Sundays classes and Bhakti Rikshas which were conducted, and their effort is, I cannot say in words the effort which they took to bring us, prepare for us. So I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Shankpan Prabhu, Sumedha Mataji and Sridhar Prabhuji family. Thanks a lot.
Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Any one of them would like to speak anything? Sridhar Prabhu, Shankpani Prabhu, Sumedha Mataji would like to speak? Are they there? I think, yeah, Sridhar Prabhu, Shankpani Prabhu is there. You would like to say anything, Shankpani Prabhu?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. I just returned today only, Prabhu.
Yes,
it was wonderful. I don't know whose idea is this to go about today's program. It was wonderful. Even Harish Prabhu, Vedant Prabhu was listening. Very interestingly, they showcased their talent. And the main thing is they were not nervous. That's the whole idea. So that's where we they put in a lot of efforts. So big haribol to them, and hope we will continue in the coming sessions also. The others also will take a lot of interest like this. So thank you very much, and Hare Krishna, haribol.
Thank you, Prabhu. I don't know, before we close, I just, to be honest, it was beyond expectation. Harish Prabhu, Vedant Prabhu, Neelam Mataji, Sai Aditya, awesome. Sai Aditya, I'm hearing you first time, to be honest, but it was too good. The way you sang bhajan, all the feeling.
We are also hearing him for the first time, Prabhu. Being in our Kalyan Nagar Bhakti-Visha.
I know. So
We are also hearing Sai Aditya for the first time.
All glories to Vishnu Priya Mataji, and all glories to the parents for grooming in such a nice, wonderful way. And of course, Harish Prabhu and Vedant. Vedant was also a big surprise because he presented this Haridas Thakur pastimes in Small, anyway, time is very short. So in short time, we have to present every week. So very nice pastimes. And Harish Prabhu, I think you are proving yourself by being the student of Shankpani Prabhu. So it was of the same level. So very nice. So thank you, everybody. And Neelam Mataji, anyway, she sings well all the time. So again, like Vishnupriya Mataji has told, but I humbly request all the devotees to make this a success. This program, it's all about participation, learning from each other, and grow spiritually. Take inspiration from each other. It was, to be honest, it was not created with the first day today. I'm feeling very energetic and very inspired from all the 4 participants. So I hope we all get that inspiration. And as I said, please don't feel that it is for showcasing myself. It's purely for the pleasure of the Lord, nothing else. So even if we do some mistakes, any point of time, we all do, and it's not that, I take classes and I don't speak anything which is not in line. There are many times I have so many, in Temple Bhagavatam classes, I have made so many mistakes. So it's not that we all learn from it. But the whole idea is, as Achyut Prabhu tells, that, we all get prepared ourselves, for taking this whole movement further. So we have to take this movement further now. And that will be only possible if all of us are preparing for that. So this is a wonderful opportunity for all of us. So please take advantage of it and participate with enthusiasm.
Krishna Prabhuji, thank you so much for everyone who expressed. Thank you so much, Premdatta Prabhuji, for initiating such a wonderful program for all of us to interact with each other and grow spiritually together. Trust me, we just planned to go on air this Sunday, just 1 or 2 days back. Can we go this Sunday? Yes. And then the slots were filled up voluntarily, very immediately. I'll take up this, he is going to take up that. So now already 2 slots are booked, only 2 slots are open for next week. So hurry yourself, take the golden opportunity of attracting the Lord. Try to be a better Bhakta, as other names suggested. So tomorrow is the last name for taking up the slots. So please fill them soon. We request you, don't make our work much to come back behind, which we will do after tomorrow, because we'll wait until tomorrow. I hope there will be a competition to present yourself. Please make the scenario to be like that. So Hare Krishna, everyone. Yes, Prabhu, we are good to close the session, Prabhuji, if there is
Thank you,
nothing
Mataji. Thank you so much, Vishnupriya Mataji, Sangeeta Mataji, Laita Mataji, Saraswati Mataji, Neelam Mataji. They all met. I think they have spent almost like 2 hours one day in the meeting to work out this, when 2-3 days back, when we decided we'll go in this week. And very enthusiastically all the Matajis, they came, and of course all the volunteers who came forward on their own. So it's very inspiring to see. So looking forward to more programs now like this. So thank you so much, Vishnupriya Mataji. Thank you so much.
Thank you very
Vancha
much.
kalparubhasya kripa sindhu bhaivacha patitanam pavanebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo namo namah.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama Hare Hare.
Jai Srila Prabhupada ki
Hare
Jai.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.